Chaosweavers are the Way of Winter's major world events, much like Prime Wars, but potentially much more destructive if you don't plan ahead. With people logging into their base being destroyed, for many people on Day 1 servers, there was no way to know that they would be building their towers or bases in a Chaosweaver spawn area.
These men had no way of knowing.
So, for those of you more fortunate to be playing later, let's go over how to fight or avoid these hulking Chaosium machines. As ever, I'd like to thank my members, subscribers, and viewers, and welcome to my two new epic level members, Clay and Stephanie, who get to watch before anybody else.
I can't see you, obviously, but I bet you've all got smashing glasses on.
There's no need to become a member, but if you want more oncehuman content, you can always subscribe. The Chaosweavers, then, are oncehuman's real-world bosses. There's no magic curtains stopping you from entering or limiting the number of players like with Prime Wars, and the mobs that spawn around them are great for farming materials and high-level deviations. The rewards for taking down the Chaosweaver itself also aren't too shabby. They come in two flavors, as you might imagine from the Way of Winter. There's Mr. Icy and Mr. Spicy. Fighting either of them comes in 3 main stages, with only a certain aspect of the machine damageable per stage. Starting with the disc thrower arm, then moving to the suspiciously manibus-looking tendrils, and finally the main body. Unfortunately, they are resistant to elemental damage, which seems like a bit of a miss for a scenario that brought us brand new elemental weapons. You can use biomass missiles and red plasma if you want, but just be aware that if you're on a mobile platform, then you might not be able to angle up enough to hit the body on the final stage. So the most important point for where to build your base or your tower, the spawn locations. These appear to be fixed and consistent across all the servers that I've been on to check, with community members confirming spawn locations as well. And so I've put together this map of all the known spawn locations and a guesstimated safe radius around that spawn. Given how there's been many things changed since the pre-launch server, any spawns from that preview server have been clearly marked. You can grab the map from my Discord resources channel now, and I'll update it with confirmed Phase 4 spawn locations once EU03 changes. The devs have said that they will be adding markers for Chaosweavers, much like you'd get for public crisis events, and also they're looking into excessive attacks on bases by the Weavers. These changes don't seem to have made it into the 1.3.1 patch notes, but keep an eye out for those coming soon. Have you logged in to find your base destroyed and some dirty grub has stolen all of your materials? Let us know in the comments down below, and for more oncehuman news, tips, tricks and guides, be sure to subscribe. And until the next one, my fellow mayflies, beware the fridges!